Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by and visiting with me. Sorry, my mat was a little crooked here and it was irking me, so I was trying to find its right spot. But today I'm going to be showing you how I created this Christmas embellishment. Super easy. So you guys saw that I hauled this penguin die from Big C from Sizzix, and I just think they're so adorable. And look how big the little penguin is. And so when I thought about this idea, I knew that I wanted to use them as embellishment. You guys, I love making embellishments because it's so easy. They come really natural in the smaller pieces. I don't know, it just doesn't take too much to think about. And so when I saw this little penguin, I immediately thought, okay, what would be a good idea to make them into embellishment? And then I was like, well, if you want to use it for a scrapbook page, you could definitely use a doily. I was going to say a dolly. You could definitely use a doily. And the doily almost looks like a snowflake, like an odd shape of snowflake. So it could make it work. But if you didn't want to use it for a scrapbook page, you could definitely remove this, and you can put these little ornaments are from the dollar store, and they're a little bit thicker, but they are flimsy. Let me show you. They're made out of plastic, and the only thing is like they push glitter everywhere. So you see, they're very flimsy. And so you can also put this little guy like right here in front of the ornament and hang this in your tree, in Christmas tree, or add it as a decoration for like a gift. If you're wrapping a gift for somebody and you just want to add like a little decoration on top of the box, you can definitely add this little guy. So the possibilities are like endless. You guys just have to get creative with it. So if you don't have a doily, but you have these flimsy ornaments, or maybe you don't have actual ornaments and you have chipboard, because I know I have a lot. You guys, look, let me pull them over here. I have this style. This is from Hobby Lobby last year. You could definitely add them to the back of that, just kind of peeking through. I also have these. There are also from Hobby Lobby, and these in the package you get different ones. So this is all one package, and you get this style right here, and then you get this style, and then you get like a few of those, and then you have this style right here, and you get a few of those. And so you could definitely put them to decorate in, like behind him, just kind of peeking through. You could make it into an actual embellishment. You could make it into an ornament. And then from Hobby Lobby, I also picked these, and these are made of foam. So if you don't want these plastic ones, I mean, they were from the dollar store, you guys. If you don't like this plastic, then these are made out of felt, like thick felt. And of course, these are more flexible, as you can see. Let me see. They were $3.99, but right now everything at Hobby Lobby that's Christmas related is 50% off, and you get 6 pieces per package. So this is another one as well, and look how adorable that would be. So this one for me is with the doily, because I was thinking more like a scrapbook, and I kind of wanted it flat. Although this would be my second option, because this one, look how thin it is. It's just a tad bit more sturdy. And then if I wanted to use the ornament, then I would use this. And I actually did another one using the Elizabeth crafts. I don't have the paper, the packaging for it, but this little penguin right here is this little penguin right here. And as you can see, I ended up using that felt ornament right here. I'm going to be showing you this idea in a video in a video that hopefully I film sometime soon, because I still haven't done it. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys the options, okay, for the embellishment. So let me go ahead and put this away. And I know that was the longest introduction ever, just to tell you that I'm going to be showing you how I make this little embellishment. So for saving time, I am going to run this through my Big Shot off camera. I have my 2 pieces here for the feet and the nose, and then I have for the white part, and then I have black cardstock for the actual penguin. So I'm gonna run this off camera, get my pieces together, and then I'll come back and show you how easy it is to put together. Now, for some reason, the die, the 2 eyes right here end up like sticking. I don't know, it doesn't punch them out. As you can see, some of the paper's like stuck there. So my solution to that was to grab my hole punch that I have here, and let me see, this one right here, and I'm going to be using the smallest hole, which is this side right here, and I'm honestly just taking like the edge and punching 2 holes, and they should come off. Here's one. There's very small. And where did the other one go? It's kind of hard to see. Oh, here it is, right there. Okay, so these are my eyes right here. Okay, so to assemble, it's obviously super easy, you guys. But you know what I did learn from my mistake right here is that I'm gonna use this binding. Is it called binding ribbon? I don't remember, but you guys saw I hauled this like a long time ago. So I'm going to be using the lightest pink, which is this one right here, to give it a real, what I call a real life scarf. And you can see in the binding for it, because it's wrinkly, works perfect for this little you know, like section coming down. So so I'm gonna adhere this part, and I'm just gonna use my glue pen here. Yeah, I was thinking if I should use the glue pen, but it's fine. And then I like the liquid a little bit better because it allows you to move it in case you need to. Okay, this is my little mouth, and for this I'd like for it to be a little bit more realistic, so I'm just gonna take my pencil very lightly and I'm going to give it like that middle part, and then just erase it a little bit so it's not as dark. Okay, very lightly, and we can take something smaller that has a smaller tip and my tweezers, and just put like a little drop, and this one is gonna go right here in between the black and white. And then just scoot it down to where you prefer it. And eventually, this is clear glue, so sorry, I'm trying to make the line a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, eventually this glue is gonna dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, like that. And then we can go ahead and put our eyes. I'm just gonna take a guess here and just add a little, well, nothing's working. I'm just going to add a little drop, and then grab these two And then grab the other one. Okay, are they center? Do they look center? Yes, they do. Okay, then we are going to add his little feet. As you guys can see, you have the option to put them this way, but I prefer them tucked underneath. So I am going to just add another little blob at the top. And again, I like working with the liquid because it allows you to move it until you're happy with it. So just going to do that there, and then add the same over here, and then try to center the legs. See, make sure they're kind of even so he's not there. That's good. Okay, before we do these little fins, are they called fins? We are going to glue this behind him, and I just use liquid glue. So for this part, I am going to go this way, and I'm going to tuck it behind him. And I used liquid glue last time, but let me see if double-sided tape will work. So I'm just going to lift and adhere that there, and then I'm gonna tuck behind, but then bring it back this way. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna tuck a little bit behind it, and then I'm gonna bend it from behind and bring it back to the front like that. So I'm gonna show you hopefully up close. So I'm gonna leave it kind of wobbly like that because it makes it look a little bit more realistic. It's not like super tight, but if you leave it a little bit of leeway, I'm gonna fold it back, I'm gonna pinch it like that, and then I'm gonna bring it back this way. Okay, so let me go ahead and just add this tiny little piece, and I'm gonna use it to bend it so that I could grab the front and the back. So we're gonna leave a little wobble it, bring it back, and then use your liquid glue to bring it back. So like that. And then you could do a better job cutting this if you want, because mine is kind of fraying. Okay, and then now we can go ahead and add the little arms. Let me put this back away. Okay, so for the arms, you also have the option to do them like this, like straight up, like he's waving at you, but I kind of like them being down this way, so I'm gonna do that. And let me make sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit on the edge here, and I'm going to put them right in the middle of the scarf, like so. You see, just a little bit peeking out. My liquid is still trying to dry, so it's moving a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to be doing that over here as well. So just adding a little bit there, and I'm gonna tuck it onto the binding. And then one of the things that I like to do is pay attention how far they stick out, because I want the arms to be level to each other. So this is our little penguin, you guys. So now bring some white pen. Is this my white one? Yes, white gel pen. And I'm going to give him some highlights. So one on the head, one on this arm. I did a little one up here, and then on his body, and then I did on the legs as well, even though they're not as noticeable. Like that. Okay, so this is our little guy. The rest of the stuff is not hard at all, you guys. Let's do it on a dolly. I was gonna say, do you want me to do it on an ornament? But it's basically the same thing. And this one's falling apart. So we're gonna, what do you think, you guys? Should I show you exactly on the doily or the ornament? Let's do it on the doily so I don't vary off from what the actual intentions were. So this doily is 3 inches, and I have some here, and I'm just gonna take one, okay, and we are going to adhere him off here to the side. I'm just gonna use double-sided tape for that. It's quicker. It's quicker to just use a strip. Okay, so we are going to just kind of find a happy medium for him right there. Then I got these glitter stars from Hobby Lobby. They were also on sale. All the pieces were from the Paper Studio, so they were 50% off. And I grabbed, actually I didn't use these ones, hold on. I ended up using these, but they're also from the Paper Studio. They come in 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. So I'm gonna use the large star right here, anywhere, and then the little one next to the large one, and then the medium size is over here on his body, like so. Okay, again, these are from the Paper Studio. I cut off the price when I opened up the packaging, but it's from the Paper Studio and it was 50% off. So you have the option of which type of stars you want to use. There's many options. Okay, so the cutest little thing out of this embellishment is this little garland piece right here, and I just thought it was so adorable because in my mind what I pictured was like the snowflake behind, which aka is not really a snowflake, it's a doily, but I wanted the penguin to be in the winter spirit, and so I wanted him to simulate like he was hanging and decorating garland with garland. So this is real garland, believe it or not, and this is also from Hobby Lobby. And let me show you the packaging in case you want to look for it. This garland is from the My Little Christmas, and it's a tangled mess. Give me 1 second, because there, sorry, I couldn't, it's a tangled mess over here. My cart is a disaster. I've already taken all of my Halloween out of my cart, and now I have Christmas and it's a mess. But this is from My Little Christmas. It was $2.99, but again, everything Christmas related is 50% off. And this is real garland for like those tiny Christmas trees that people use for decoration. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab enough piece for the first snowflake to adhere to this hand, like so. And then I'm gonna bring it and I'm going to cut on this additional snowflake so that it adheres to these circles right here. So I'm kind of just eyeballing it. So I'm gonna start here like he's holding it from his hand, and then I'm gonna bring it here across. So right around here is where I want to cut, like so. And then we could put that away. Okay, and then for here, I ended up using my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. These are the mini dimensionals because they're small and they fit perfectly behind the snowflake. I did try to use the E6000 liquid glue, this one, and it was taking forever to dry and I didn't have the patience for it. So then I was like, wait a minute, my dimensionals fit perfectly. Look, you can't even see it from the front. So I was like, yep, that's what I'm using. And so just stick it on his little fin here. Hold on, because I already make sure I have the right size. Oh, they're both the same. So, okay, hold on, because I ended up ripping a little bit of that plastic. Okay, let me just grab another one. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one in the center, and I didn't put one, so basically every other one I ended up putting a dimensional. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to look as realistic as possible. And so making it float, or not float, but like not adhered and just kind of dropping or wobbling there, I think makes it more realistic. So I have 5 snowflakes and I put a dimensional on every other one. So now I can peel it and then adhere it now where I want it on his fin. This one doesn't have it, so that's gonna just kind of not flumble. What kind of language am I speaking? And then this one is gonna go here, and then this one is gonna go right here to this one. I was trying to pull it up here, but that's too far. Right here's fine. So I'm gonna pull that, and then there you go. And so remember guys that on almost all my embellishments or my tag videos, I tell you about different shapes and different directions. So here we have our circle shape, right, with the doily. The little penguin is like this center point, and then this garland is my opposite shape that's going this way. I hope that makes sense, because I try to explain it how contradicting shapes help make your embellishments a little bit better. So this is the little garland, and basically our embellishment is put together. The last piece is I am going to be using a stamp set from My Favorite Things. This one is Hug in a Mug, and I'm going to, this is not even the stamp set, sorry you guys. I'm trying to find what happened to it. There's another mug stamp set that I was using. Oh, here it is. Sorry. sorry. Okay, this is from Lawn Fawn, and it's called Thanks a Latte. And at the very bottom it has warm wishes. So because this is like a winter wonderland, snowy, kind of like polar bears and penguins and snow, right? I wanted something that was in reference to that, and I did not have stamp sets that were like winter wonderland with sentiments. Now I do have some beautiful winter stamps because I just picked some up from the paper studio. Let me show you. Where did I put it? Look, I have these little polar bears right here. I have the snowman right here that I still have to play with. I have these other little snowmen. I picked up these last year. These are like snow critters with like the polar bear, the deer, the fox. But I also picked up this one from the paper studio, and it's also very like winter animals. But as you can see, hardly any of them have any sentiments. Actually, none of them have a sentiment that I could use. So the closest one was this one that says Warm Wishes, and that is what I am going to use. So I am gonna take a scrap of white paper. I'm going to stamp it. And I'm going to be using my Misty that oh, here it is. Let me move that aside. Only because, you guys, I thought that I had ordered the Lawn Fawn jet black ink, and I could have swore I added it to my cart, but I guess I never actually clicked submit, so I haven't gotten it, and I haven't placed any orders yet, so I'm still using this one. But at least it still works. I just have to press it a couple times. Like that. Maybe one more time. Okay, and then now we can go ahead and put this away, put that away, and for this, I'm just going to eyeball, you guys, because I am going to cut it, distress it. So it's not gonna be perfect anyway, and that's okay. Okay, so now that I kind of cut that, I'm taking my scissors and I'm just going to roughen up the edges, cut it, bend it. You guys know the deal. I like distressing things. So do the other side on all four sides. A little harder. You can also use your nail like so. Okay, and then I am going to be bringing in my distress ink. This one is called Hickory Smoke, and it's just like a gray, like a dark gray, and I'm just gonna do it around the edges on all four sides, of course. Okay, once you find your happy place, like that, very simple. It doesn't take that long. We are going to basically add it right below the garland, but also like on his body. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of dimension on this little guy, but this is popping up a little bit. And I am, honestly, because I don't waste anything, I'm just using the trim of that and cutting it. Save that for later. And then just try to put it in the center like so. And this is gonna finish our embellishment, you guys. How cute is this? Make sure the letters are kind of straight. And there you go. There you have it. A simple yet adorable little embellishment. And again, you guys, you could use this idea for an actual ornament to hang on your tree. Of course, you don't want to use the doily. You want to use like a real snowflake ornament. Or you could use it for a tag like I showed you guys. I was playing around with the other penguin, but you could definitely use this as well. Here's a tag that I've already pre-made for the other video that I'm gonna share with you. But look how adorable this will look. And this works again because it's the shape, opposite shape with the circle, and then the shape going opposite direction. I hope that makes sense. But there's the embellishment idea, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for visiting with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.